Hello, everyone. It is 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Yay. And this is Mail Chat today. I'm going to try to catch you up on everything that's going on. I know that we've had a very busy week last week, and God, these weeks are just kind of falling one into another. And we're on to another busy week this week. So last week, from looking at the cloud report that we receive each week, we saw 299 people in senior care facilities. And when I say senior care facilities, that kind of, that's like all because we do go to places like Day by Day and ARC, and those are a mixture of seniors and disabled younger adults, so not everybody seniors, but for the sake of simplicity, we wrap them all into senior care facilities, because we used to talk about long-term care facilities, but some of the places we go to, like ARC, are places where people that have severely handicapped individuals of all ages drop them off in the morning, similar to like dropping kids off at daycare. And I'm watching the animals outside. They're running around. I don't know why. And we go to see those. So, like we'll go into ARC and there'll be teenagers in there that are severely disabled cognitively or physically in a wheelchair. And their parents need to work, so they drop them off for the day and pick them up at the end of the day. There'll also be people that are in their 40s, and it's the same situation. Their parents need to work, and they drop them off at the senior the care facilities for the day. And then you have places like the regular nursing homes that we go to, and a lot of them include nursing homes and rehab and transition floors. And so to step through those, we have nursing homes, which are usually divided into independent care, where they can kind of take care of themselves, and then full care, and then there's like dementia care for people that have that need full-time help. Dementia care, usually they need full-time help, and it's doors that are locked so people can't leave. That's how I separate out in my mind. I don't know if that's has any backing for anything, but it helps us when we're deciding where we're going to go, because we have to be cognizant of what animals can go where. Like for example, it doesn't really matter all that much as far as animals, what we bring, but anyways, we roped them all into senior care facilities. We saw 200 last week, 299. It's helping. I see here, depending on the one place I go to on Tuesdays is Aspen Rehab. And Aspen Rehab, they have you just go room to room, and people are kind of wandering around the halls. And that's a full-time, they have 3 wings that are just full-time residents that are never going to leave there. And then they have one hallway, one wing, which probably has another 20 to 30 beds in there. And that is people that are in there for short-term care to actually rehab. And then the short-term, when I say rehab, it's, could be if I fall down and break something and need to be bedridden for more than, my family could care for, then I would get put into a rehab center. And they have, like places where they have physical therapists. So, and then the last one I wanted to talk about too is the transition centers, or the wards. That's the same thing as that's what they're calling hospice nowadays, is they're transitioning from this planet to wherever we go next, I guess, is the way that it's described. So I see, like this week, I think I was just around 40. I think it was 38 people I saw on Tuesday, and then on Friday I usually see another 40-ish. The one I go to on Fridays actually has an activity room. And sometimes I do go room to room, but mostly everyone's in the activity room. So, and then last week I also went to another nursing home on Monday. That was a dementia care, and that was a good one to go to. So I have been interviewing more dogs. Someone came with me. I had a volunteer come with me yesterday to help out from Aiken. She was great. Her name, oh boy, begins with an M. I'm drawing a blank. Okay, that's all right. We'll just move on. And Carol came last Friday, and Carol brought a dog, and that worked out really well. And I'm hoping to have another dog meet me on Friday. So I'm trying to kind of identify some animals that can do the work while I'm gone. So that's going well. I'm going to try to hook up with, you guys remember, no, PercyPig is still here, by the way. He's outside. We're going to go get him in a minute. Remember the little chestnut pony? Her name was Ginny. Ginny is down here, and I'm hoping to grab her and take her on Friday to Pruitt nursing home, because Angus, the donkey, and Feral Freddy, the little mini pony, have gone back up to New Hampshire with Michael and Fred. It's funny because Michael's married to Fred, and Michael and Freddie have Angus and a horse named Freddie, and also Feral Freddy, which is the mini horse. And then, but Michael and Fred are humans, and then they have a horse that's Freddie, and a little mini horse that's Feral Freddy. But Feral Freddy and the horse named Freddie, actually, they got those, and they already had the names Freddie. So there's a lot of Freds that it's very confusing whether you're talking about a horse or actually a human when you're talking about Freds. So Fred is still down here because they have two trucks and trailers down here. One of the trucks and trailers left with their horses, on last Friday, but the other truck, which is brand new, had some malfunction, and I guess it needs a new transmission. So it's been in the shop, so Fred, the human, came down and is kind of stuck here waiting to go back and drive the other two horses back. So that's the update. So I still have Fred, someone is staying in the apartment, which is kind of nice because it's very isolated out here, which is good and bad. I mean, I have neighbors and I have friends down here now, so that's good, but it's very quiet here at night. So, and Wanda, I've been sitting here, I'm in the house right now because I'm in the house all day, not just because it's so wicked cold out. I don't know what the temperature is outside. It's probably, 55 out. It's a little windy, so it's just too cold for me to be outside today. But I've been working on grants today. And so I'm working right now on a AARP grant, which has taken most of the day, and I'm still only halfway through it. And I've isolated a couple other grants, so I'm just trying to chip away at them and looking for grants. I'm applying for a grant. I think I probably talked about this last week. I found a grant that will allow us to do several nursing homes in Boston. And because by the time you go in, you recognize that our staff, some of our staff members are paid, and then you have the trucks, the trailers, getting into, and so when we go into Boston, it takes us round trip, it's like 4 hours, and then all the gas and all the staff, that's 4 hours worth of staff, and there's a lot of people in Boston. So last time we went into to Boston for the job in Boston at the Sherrill House. We brought 2 trucks, 2 trailers, lots of animals. We saw over 100 people, and we were there for 2 hours. So by the time we got back, it was, we'd been gone for 4 hours. So each trip, I'm guessing, costs between $400 and $500 when we go on those long trips but I want to get into the city. And the city of Boston has a small $2,500 grant for community service in Boston. So I'm applying for that. I'm becoming pig just walked by. A piggy's loose too, by the way. That's another story. So I'm applying for grants in Boston. So I'm making good progress. Hopefully someday we'll be less reliant on all you wonderful people to keep the doors open and us afloat, and more reliant on grant funding, because what we do is so important to all the communities, whether it's up in Aiken, down in Aiken, or it's up in Massachusetts. really what we do. You guys see it every day in the pictures that we try to post after each visit. We bring such joy and happiness to everyone, so that's good. A lot of people have been asking me recently whether I live in Aiken or I live in Massachusetts. I am going back home, and home is Massachusetts. And that, yeah, so Goldie's Farm is my number one priority in my life. And I will be going back to Ipswich, and everything's been going so smoothly up there that I'm in no rush to get back. And I think that's a good thing. I talk to Carlene every day. I talk to Elizabeth every day. I talk to Judy. I talk to Michelle, Justin, and you have probably seen through the cameras or mail chat that things are running smoothly. Who'd have thought? Animals are all happy. We've been doing some culling of the herd, so trying to get the animals that are not useful to Goldie's Farm to our mission. Our direct line of the mission should not be, those we found homes for animals that just are not good for the program. And we found really good homes. So we were in no rush to find any, push these animals off. But Elizabeth has spent the winter trying to find good placement for them. And the reason that we only need a certain amount of animals for the program. And I don't really want to have the expense of feeding lots of other animals that are going to be useful in other places. So, and some of the animals are, we've been able to recruit other people to do the work that we do. And I know Elizabeth has been working with a group up in Maine that, correct me if I'm wrong, they took Charlie and they want to do some nursing home visits and things like that. So, it's all good, but we did have a juggle, and partially because the winters in Massachusetts are so difficult. And I'm planning on, when I come back down here, I'll be coming back down here around the December, January timeframe, like I did last year. And I'm going to bring more animals. I'm actually about to put in another paddock, which I've been working on for, seems like months, but yeah, I had to clear it, and I had to, we do a bunch of work to get it ready for more animals. So it won't be as challenging as it was having the animals here, because I'm set up for big horses. I'm not set up for little animals. Like in the fence I have, the donkeys could probably, the smart, Angus didn't, but if I brought down some donkeys, they'd probably, because it's all rail fences, and there's enough room to fit a donkey through it. So, but a big horse it won't. So I'm putting in a wire fence so that that's a big pasture for all of the for animals that I would bring here in the future. So I could put I could bring animals like a turkey down here or something, things like that. So so that's the plan. So I'm looking at these the questions right now. Someone is asking about, I did talk to Matt from Memsaic. He is sending out an email of all the recipients for their past few donations. They should be getting that within the next 10 days. And so that should be all resolved. And let's see, anything, Wanda, okay, pigs here. I'm just scrolling through a couple of the questions. All right, so I think we're up to date with all the questions, and people want to see the pig and Wanda. So let's go out, stepping away from my computer, and you want to see Wanda, who's over here. Got to be very quiet because she's sleeping. She's very sleepy. This is Wanda's work day. Okay. She's awake now. I think Wanda is getting hard of hearing, and she's very sleepy lately. So she's 16 years old. So she spends a lot of time sleeping. I do take her for a walk every day. I used to take her for like 2-hour walks. I walk her for, the longest I'll take her for a walk now is about an hour. But she's doing really well. Wanda, see, I don't think she can hear me. Wanda. But I'm not sure, because she does ignore me on a regular basis too. So I don't know if she's just becoming old and a little ornery and ignoring me more, or she can't hear me, but she's doing really well. Unfortunately, she has put on a few pounds. Wanda, do you want that's all Wanda right there. Oops. Yeah, she's really fat. Wanda, do you want to stand up? Come on, stand up and show them how fat you are. Wanda, come here. Yeah, here she goes. Come on, Wanda. See how fat she is? She's very fat. I'll give you a side view. I was just going to show you her belly. She's very fat. Yeah, and she gets lots of exercise, but okay, yes, as far as Mandy and Willow, I've been talking to everyone, and Bella, Elizabeth, and Judy about incorporating Mandy and Willow, and it just hasn't seemed to have happened now. And also, I'd like Bella to do some more work with them. So at this point, I'm going to be home probably the end of next week, and I will force to incorporate them, because right now that we've got this car situation. That's a problem too. Is that the car with the pram, and the bunny, and the she's been 16 for a long time. I saw someone just say that. Oh, yeah, she's maybe older. With putting the baby carriage, and the 2 dogs, and the rabbit, and a volunteer, or my mother in that Toyota, the red car. It's claustrophobic in there, and it seemed to be fine when we had Sizzle and Larky, because they could stuff in together without any trouble. But putting the additional dog, whether it's if you put Mandy in there, I don't know if she's going to be comfortable with Larky, and you put Willow in there. Willow and Larky are a bad combination because all they want to do is play. And so it becomes very lively. So I'm going to have to get home and get all that sorted out. But yes, those 2 dogs are going to get out there and start working very soon. Because we also have that Salem Hospital opportunities where we're bringing animals to Salem Hospital. And I forgot, Bella is in the hospital too. So I forgot about that. So and I hope she's doing well. I haven't really heard. Last I heard she was doing well, but I don't know when she's getting out or anything beyond that. So Wanda, what are you doing? Wanda needs her toenails done, and I hate doing it because she hates it. So yes, we need a bigger car. So Carlene and Judy have gone to look. Someone gave us these little blankets too. Wanda loves those. And she's, so Carlene has been looking. The plan is to trade the red car in for a bigger van that can house everything all at the same time. So they've been looking at that. And then we will get another, if anybody wants to donate a car to the cause, then we're going to get another small runaround car to cart around for shorter and winter stuff, because I'm leaving my Armada down here, and there's going to be an Armada which can pull a horse trailer. We've got Ginny the pony down here, and I've got connections to a couple different dogs, so that I could fly down here at any given time and do some jobs down here during the summer or whenever I'm up in Massachusetts. So I'm trying to leave enough stuff here to be able to swing down and do a few jobs down here. That's still a work in process, but that is the plan, because I'd like to, even though I say this all the time, I'd like to grow the organization a little bit and start making life simpler for us. As far as, it was having the red car was a good temporary fix. We could make it work. We made it work. But now here we are 2 years in, and making it work is uncomfortable. And the car smells terrible. And there's just too many dogs, and trying to protect the rabbit from the dogs in the back. We need a van. So we're just going to try to get one of those utility work vans, or a passenger van. And it's going to cost about $30,000, but that Toyota is worth quite a bit of money. So I've convinced my mother to, we're going to trade in the Toyota, and that'll be the Goldie's farm car, but I need to have a car for my mother for doctor's appointments and things like that. So If anybody has a used car that they'd like to either donate or sell to us, that is kind of reliable. We had that Volvo for a long time, which was great, but the Volvo, we had that for 3 years and with very little maintenance. And then all of a sudden it had a very expensive repair that we just decided that to find the Volvo a new home and not put the money into repairing it, because there was a weird noise that started happening. So it was time to move that car along. So that's the plan for all that. And someone's asking me about a 4-wheel drive SUV. I want not a Suburban. I want an actual passenger van, the kind that you use when you go to the airport, that has big seats, and one of those Chevy vans that could also pull a horse trailer would be nice. Right now we use my truck, my F-350, my mother's Toyota. I use my Armada, and I'd like Goldie's Farm to have its own cars, even though my truck here, the F-350, will be used for the farm and things like that. But I'd like Goldie's Farm to have its own car. And I think it's time to make that decision. Wallace, I hear Wallace is coming back. Wallace, a year ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, got a full-time job. And so we haven't seen much of Wallace, but his dad works for Goldie's Farm all the time. He does a lot of cleanup. I talk to him all the time. And Wallace's sister's probably going to be doing some cleaning in my mother's house and mine. So, okay, so now we've seen Wanda. Has everyone seen enough of Wanda? Because she's ready to go back for her nap. All right, so now let's get some. I bought some. We got to get, in order to get Percy, we need the grapes. Which I don't know what I did with the grapes. Hold on one second. I have a box of grapes. I have to buy grapes. I got grapes. This is Percy's favorite food. So let's go find him. He's probably busy. He's got a lot going on for a pig. So, see, it's it's actually not that bad outside. It's pretty warm now. It did warm up. Okay, let's find him. All right, PercyPig. PercyPig. Piggity, piggity, piggity. PercyPig. Oh, and there he is. Percy, you coming to say hello to everybody? Here he comes, the man of the hour. How's Percy today? Would you like your present? I brought you a present. Here's your cookie. Isn't he cute? He's just the cutest little guy. He comes if he's out, he goes out with the horses, and I hate that. But they seem to like him. They're good with him, even though every time I turn around, I'm like, Percy, get out of the horses. So he comes running because he's a good pig. He doesn't have any tricks or anything fun to do other than just eat grapes. Have a grape. And then over here, the ladies are in the, see, this is where I'm putting up the new fence. So the new fence is going to be a massive paddock right here that we can it goes on the hill, and it goes way into the back. So we can then start keeping, I have more than one paddock, because last time I had to share the paddock with the horses, and it was a lot more work than I had originally thought, because having the horses out makes life simple. And then in here we have our chickens. Everything's loose all the time now, because they seem to have just decided that's what they're going to do. And there's the PercyPig. You want your other one? Oh, that's all I have. See, he's so friendly. He just loves to be scratched. We got to reconnect there. And we have the chickens. The chickens were so fantastic yesterday. They bring such joy to people. It's amazing. It's amazing. One of the things yesterday, I can't wait for my mother to meet him. She's going to love him. He's just such a nice pig. He does still have his man parts, which is bad. But he's I think I told you last week, he's been having sex with the rubber tubs. He seems to have gotten over that. He has not been attacking the rubber tubs, nor does he attack me anymore, which is nice, because for a while he was, only once. He came after me once, like a dog, and tried to hump my leg. And I kicked him off my leg and told him not to do that. I was horrified, peeling him off my leg. Don't do that. Don't do that. See, he knows not to do it now, because he's a good boy. We've made friends, because we're good friends now. We're really good friends. Yeah, because I don't want to. He's getting a little bit of a belly. I don't want him to be. They say that pigs can be aggressive if they're not. If they're in, I guess they call it intact. If they're intact, they can be aggressive, and I don't want him to be aggressive. But he's not. He's lovely. He's a good pig. He's going to roll over now. Oh, oops, I killed him. He died. Oh, there's his little belly. See his big fat belly. Yes, so Piggy, this is what Piggy likes. He likes to be scratched. Yeah, he's just going to relax for a while. He's had a tough day. It's hard to be a pig. He had a bunch of grapes, and he hung out with the chickens, and then he hung out with the little horses. Scratch his belly. Yeah, it's a nice little piggy. Yeah, so I think he's just going to move into the house with my mother, because I don't want a house pig. Don't need a house pig. So, yes. So this is Piggy. Okay, he's all done now. Look at how fat his belly is. So I take him for walks, and he gets a lot of exercise, but he does like to eat. Oh, I think I killed him. He's in a coma now. He's in a little pig coma. Yeah. There. Okay. Is that all? Yep, that's Piggy. Okay, he's back up. No, he's not. So, yeah, he's, Percy is, oh, they get sunburn, yes. I'm prepared for that. We have the sunburn stuff right here for his coat. Okay, see, that's his house right there. And he doesn't live with the chickens anymore because, and he doesn't like broccoli. I gave him broccoli, it didn't happen. And the chickens now are living over here because they live in the stall. Oh, we have an egg. Here's the other chicken. Yeah, and we have an egg. And an egg. There's the little egg. You need many of them to make an omelet. So Percy is, I don't know, what is he? When did I get him? He was 12 weeks old when I got him. So do the math. I bet he's 20 weeks old. And they're putting the lights in my house, in the barn. So they're adding some lights over here. The barn. I had the guy working on that today. So yeah, he doesn't like broccoli, that's for sure. You don't want to eat the broccoli? No broccoli. No broccoli. He only likes grapes, and I don't have. Oh, I got 2 grapes right here. Okay, watch this. Go get him. Go get it. Nope. Up. Go get it. Come on. Come fetch. There you go. Yeah. So it's pretty quiet down here in South Carolina, as if you haven't noticed. Not much is going on. I'm just sitting here writing grants and playing with the pig. So I don't have a job till tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Thursday. There's the horses waiting for dinner. And I don't have a job till Friday morning. Gonna hopefully grab the little pony. I have a volunteer meeting me with a dog on Friday, so that's good. And yeah, I'm still planning on, once they they're coming on Monday, hopefully, to put the new paddocks in. And as soon as they're done with the paddocks, I'm heading back up north. Okay, so Larky, the pig is not, the pig, I don't think Larky's going to want to go after it, because the pig will just, the pig has like a lot of confidence. He's not afraid of the horses, and the horses just, they don't go after him. The chickens don't go after it. Yeah, my neighbor came over with her dogs. They were afraid of the pig. I think Larky is not going to be interested in the pig, because the pig is not going to, it's not going to run. It's going to probably run towards Larky, and I think the pig identifies as a dog, so that's what I'm hoping. Larky likes stuff that's going to run, and he likes to chase. He likes to hunt, and I don't think that pig's something. I've never seen him run away from anything. other than me when he doesn't want to be caught. And the horses occasionally will go after him, and he'll just trot away and get out of the way. But he's not afraid of anything. And I think that, and my mother also is alpha dog in that house, so she'll tell Larky not to do that. And if there's any problem with it, then, because somebody sent me something about pigs in ponds, which I did read about, that pigs can drown, but I've also seen pigs can swim. So I got to figure that out, whether I can put the pigs, because the original plan was to put the pig in with the ducks, but someone sent me something that might not be a good idea. So I still have to drill down on that and figure out a plan for the pig. But I have a feeling the pig goes into, when I leave the door open to my house, the pig goes into my house. And that's not good, because I don't want a pig in my house, but my mother will, because she's crazy. So, and he's good. Like I put him in his little house and make his little bed, and he goes to bed all night, and he goes potty in the corner. So people say you can live with pigs. I'm not one of the people that would want to live with a pig, but yeah. So, is there anything else? Let's see. I don't think, there's one other thing I wanted to mention is Cloud also put together a survey of what we want to have, if people want to change the chicken bingo, and the majority, there was like 40% said no, don't change it, 20% said change it, and then 40% said they didn't care. So the majority has spoken, and chicken bingo will remain chicken bingo. Or chicken chatting. I know I call it chicken bingo. But that will remain the same. We're going to be doing some changes, I guess, with the discuss. I've got to figure that out with Cloud too. She's, because I guess people are having problems with comments because we have so many comments. And we're going to be trying to resolve that this week. I think I'm going to be talking to her later. So hopefully we'll get that resolved. Hopefully I'll get a few grants that will provide us with some more money, and hopefully it will get warm up in Massachusetts soon, and everything will be good. All right. Any other last things for me? I can't think of anything else that I forgot, but I'm sure I did forget stuff. So as far as I know, I'm still going to be doing Wednesdays when I get back to Massachusetts. I think it's people are liking the good rotation of having different characters. You can name it. Yeah, see, the thing about the pig the pig is very private. He poops in his little spot. He has his own little bathroom. He would not go he wouldn't play the game, so that can't happen. But yeah, good thinking. So, all right. Well, I think that's all we have. Things are still on the upswing, and things are going well. So let's just game on and keep doing what we do. All right. See you all next week. Thanks for joining. Bye.